Okay, so I have a condensate pump like this one, and actually that's my AC. And the way it works, actually, if the AC right now has condensate, the condensate drops down here into the condensate pump, and then the pump of course pumps the water into the sewer system. Now I had to replace the condensate pump, and in case you wonder how it looks from the inside, I'm going to show you the old condensate pump and we have a look together on the inside. So the condensate pump I'm going to show you is actually called Little Giant. That's a pretty common condensate pump nowadays, and it's actually the same model I've just showed you. And now we're gonna disassemble this one, and then you see what's inside. First things first, that's how the condensate pump looks like. It has an ordinary wall plug, and you see these two wires which we have here. I am not using them with my AC, but sometimes you can connect them to your AC. So as far as I know, the AC can give your pump a signal, or the pump gives the AC a signal that the pump is working or doing its job. And the pump actually consists out of two major parts. The biggest part, it's the tank, as I would call it. And then we have the pump motor itself. And then we also have a level sensor in there, which if we come to a certain level, when the tank gets full, it starts the pump, and then the water or the condensate would go out here. And there you have 3 entry holes if you choose to do so. So you have actually 3 holes where you could connect your condensate drain. And then you have a wall mount on the back side, like mine, and with 2 screws you just can mount it to, like in my case, to a duct. Forgot to notice that you can actually plug the holes. So in my case, for instance, we are using this hole where the condensate goes in, and then you are plugging these holes. The pump usually comes with 3 of these plugs, right? And there is just 1 screw here. And if we loosen that screw, we can actually open the housing. So what you see here, that's actually now the housing and the motor for the pump. And here you see the sensor. So actually it's just, if water reaches a certain point, it floats up, and then it triggers the sensor, and the sensor basically triggers the pump. Alrighty, now we can actually have a look inside. Now you see actually the pump itself, which reaches into the tank, as you can see here. And you can see the pump motor here. This one is just a fan wheel for cooling. And if I turn it, you hear that there is still some water in there. So this one is broken. It doesn't bring any pump power, but I still can demonstrate it with some water in there. And now that's how the tank would look. And this is actually, and we're gonna show it a little bit better, how the sensor works. Okay, so imagine we have the tank here. The tank would be full of water. Then this part here, as you can see, it floats. So this would slowly, if you imagine it in the tank, would push up. And then at one point it would just start the pump motor, right? Then I just discovered there is a second sensor, and the only thing I can actually imagine here, it's maybe a sensor which turns it off in case that the pump is not working. So if this one is activated and it's still not, it's not pumping, then it fills up with water, and I guess this one is just closing the circuit. I was wrong, forget what I said, I just figured it out. I am sorry, I just followed the cables. So that's actually just for that sensor. So forget what I said. So we have just this part here, which triggers the pump to start. And this sensor is just actually doing the same like this part, but this activates a sensor, and this sensor goes to your AC. Now, to be honest, they could have done it easier, and if they could attach the sensor to this one here, so it's kind of redundant. And if you see the tank here, and we would put it in here again, then the theory would be just that floating sensor, which I've showed you. If we have a certain water level, like as if the water would be like here, it would trigger the sensor, and then of course the pump would start. You can see it here from above. It's actually the same function. And this pump has a little tiny juice still in it. And now we're gonna fill it with water, and then we see what happens.